Hi guys, so today we are going to talk because something that confuses almost everyone trying to make money online is that there feels like there's just hundreds of different ways to do it. There's affiliate marketing, as we know, there are courses to sell, drop shipping, which I think we've talked about before, obviously coaching programs, Amazon stuff, making money on social media, obviously content creation we've talked about, but I'm going to talk to you because today I want you to know there actually are only three real ways that people are making money online. And once you understand what those three ways are, the whole online world will suddenly become simple, or at least simpler. So why do people get confused? First and foremost, there is so much noise. Social media, everybody on social media is making every single thing look like a different opportunity. But these three buckets are behind every single one of them. Everyone's basically selling their own thing. And really, I think the biggest problem for so many women online trying to sell stuff is that you're trying to do so many different things at once. And I talk about this a lot because the more you jump from thing to thing to thing to thing, not only do people get totally confused, but you get totally confused. So most people fail online not because they are not capable. As we know, we are rock stars, we are supergirls, we can do this. And I think this time in history, it is even more and more and more absolutely true. But you're trying to do too many things at the same time, and you do not focus, you do not stick with anything for long enough. Clarity beats complexity every single time. So what's the first way that people are making money? We can bucket it into what they call services businesses, okay? So offering your service. Obviously you're offering your service, your time, in other words, in reward for payment. So what would those kind of things be? We'd have things like social media management, so copywriting, graphic design. So this really and realistically is the fastest way for you to start making money. And that's because you already know how to do this, first of all. And second of all, it is a service. So it's got a physical, it's got a value very quickly that you have probably been paid for in the past. And now you can offer it to other people and you can sell it online. What are the downsides? Well, it's not scalable. You've only got so much time. Not really. It is scalable if you start hiring people, if you put a team together, if you outsource some of it, if you do some of it and you just, but it's a lot less scalable, shall we say. Plus, if you are in a job already and you are trying to get out of your job, then just switching to that and could end up being just like you've got another job. So it's probably not quite the dream that you had for online income, which is what we'll come to in a minute. Okay, so the second way people make money online, products. Now, we all know the word products, but what exact examples are there? Okay, so there's online courses that you can sell. There's memberships, so having people pay you every single month for something. There are digital products, so just downloads, things like that. There are software that you can sell, or an app or something like that. If you've got an app, people subscribing to the app. Obviously, you've got more, if you want to go a bit more beginner friendly, you've got things like ebooks or templates that you create that you can sell as a business, or you can sell online. You only have to create it once and you can sell it multiple times. Now, that is, I think, what probably a lot of you have in your head as the holy grail for what you'd love to do. There are a lot of creators out there teaching this method. So how to create an ebook and how to make a sale every day and make, $5,000 a month or whatever just from that. And it sounds all exciting and it sounds all well and good, but it is not as easy as they say. It is not as easy because you need people to buy it off you. And it's quite hard for beginners because if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, how do you get people to buy it off you? It's all well and good spending hours creating these wonderful, beautiful products, but you need someone to pay for it, otherwise you're not going to make any money. Yeah. So many people just jump straight into creating a product, but they don't have an audience, and that's probably why your course hasn't sold. The other thing I say here too is that a lot of people create product and they haven't even tested the market. they don't even know whether or not someone's going to buy it. So they spend, literally, some people spend, weeks and weeks and weeks creating a course or a product that they're going to sell. And they haven't even done a post, simple as doing a post on Facebook to see if anyone's going to even be interested in that before you spend all this time. So the third way that people make money online is what we call promoting somebody else's product. So this is where you don't have to create a product. You don't have to even work out whether or not a product is even valuable, because it's already there and it's already selling and people are already buying that product. So you just come along and say, I love that. I love that other people have already bought this, and I know that there's plenty more people where they came from, and all I have to do is help other people discover that product and I will get paid. That is what affiliate marketing is. If you're still trying to get your head around the term affiliate marketing, that's affiliate marketing. It's really, there's already a product. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about a product. You don't have to wonder if it's going to sell. You don't have to care less if it's going to sell. As in, you don't have to think of that first, because the product's already made and it is already selling. And all you're doing is saying, I'm going to help other people get to know about this product and tell others, and I'm going to get paid. So that is great. You get a commission for doing nothing more than helping other people buy. So the pros of that, as we just said, no need having to create a product, having to work out if a product's going to be even sellable, and it's a lot simpler for beginners in some ways. I personally think it's also quite difficult for beginners because you still require trust and you still require an audience. You still have to have people who know, like, and trust you before they're going to buy, in most cases. You can get lucky, but it's not very common. So this is the model, though, that most online creators start with, because you don't have to invent something new. You can just up and run with it. So, okay, so the real problem and the biggest mistake that is happening out there is that there are people trying to do all three at the same time, but actually all choosing too many different paths, choosing too many different of those examples and trying to put them all into one. Or some people are doing all of them at the same time, and that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is they're trying to build an audience at the same time. But if they have all these different offers and all these different end results, they can't build an audience that is specific enough and closely linked enough for them to make a lot of sales anyway. So they don't know who they're talking to, they don't know who they're trying to sell to, and they're trying to just scattergun approach and hope something sticks and build an audience for themselves, build themselves up so that they have people know them, have people like them, and have people trust them. So just start, guys, with one path. Choose something that you feel resonates, that you like. Potentially, if you're a coach and all that, that's different. But if you're just a beginner and you're working a job, or you haven't really done much online and you're just thinking, what shall I start with? Affiliate marketing is great for all the reasons I mentioned, because you've got something that's already a proven product. But choose a proven product that don't get sucked into just people saying they've made all this money, Actually like what you're selling. It's a really good idea to actually genuinely like what you're going to sell, because you will be a lot more real to your audience. People will see through it if you're just trying to push something and the next thing. And the other thing too is people will lose trust in you. So you're building up this trust, but if you keep switching, you're going to lose people's trust, and they're not going to believe you next time you put something out, because they're going to think, now what are you doing? Okay? I'm not telling you that you have to flog a dead horse if it's really not right, but just take a stock and just check to see that you're not doing that, because that isn't going to help your audience to come to know you, because they're watching you, and it will probably take them quite a long time, some people, before they actually go, you know what, I'm ready. And if you've already swapped to 4 different things since, it probably won't be you that they'll buy something from, just letting you know. So if you'd like to see the simple system that we use inside of Woohoo, obviously that is what we choose to stay with. That's what our program is, that we stick in the lane that we're in, which is just quietly, peacefully using our Facebook group to sell for us. You guys all get to just invite your people into this group. If somebody buys our program, you get paid 50% commission. It could not be simpler than that. That's it. Okay, we don't need to even explain that again. There's plenty of info in the group if you want to check it out. Now, guys, I hope you found that useful. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope you enjoyed our live. And we want to bring back peace into our lives. We don't want digital marketing to become a source of angst, a source of stress, a source of FOMO, a source of failure, a source of just negativity in our life. We don't have time for that, guys. We don't have the headspace for that. We already have enough negativity going on outside. So to bring that into your world because you think it's going to help you to make some money or whatever, if you're not feeling peaceful, that's a good sign. So hopefully that's helpful, guys. I hope you've had a nice morning or evening, and I will see you on our next live. Comment if you're watching the replay. Comment if you found this useful, please, because that will help it get out to all of the women in this Facebook group, and there's about almost 40,000 of us now. The more you comment, the more your people will see this video. The more people out there who need our help will see this video. And it's just about them understanding what we do, which is having a peaceful, beautiful, closed place to build an online income and to start your new future. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.